Let me ask you something right now. How many times have you told yourself, this is it, I'm going to make a change, and then something happened, a setback, a challenge, a whisper of doubt, and you stop? Listen to me carefully. This time will be different. You're here because you know deep down inside you've got more to give, more to achieve, and more to become. And I promise you this, if you stay with me to the end, I'm going to give you the tools, the mindset, and the energy to make sure nothing will ever stop you again. Because when life tries to knock you down, you got two choices: stay down or get up swinging. This journey isn't about luck. It's about showing up every single day, whether you feel like it or not. Life will test you. It will throw storms, doubts, and distractions your way. But listen, storms are not meant to break you. They're meant to shape you. You see, most people stop when they're tired. Winners stop when they're done. Don't miss this. Success doesn't come to the most talented. It comes to the most relentless. When you wake up tomorrow, there will be excuses waiting for you. I'm too tired. It's too hard. I'll start tomorrow. But let me tell you something. Tomorrow's not promised, and excuses won't take you to the top. What will? Grinding when no one's watching, believing in yourself when no one else does, and refusing to quit no matter how hard it gets. Let me remind you of something. Greatness isn't found in comfort zones. If you're playing it safe, you're playing it small. If you want to rise to the next level, you've got to get uncomfortable. You've got to embrace the grind, the struggle, the fight. Don't let fear hold you back. Fear is a liar. It whispers that you're not good enough, not strong enough, not ready. But fear doesn't know your heart. Fear doesn't know the hours you've put in, the sacrifices you've made, or the fire that's burning inside of you. And let me say this, no one is coming to save you. No one is coming to hand you success. If you want it, you've got to fight for it every single day. You've got to wake up hungry, determined, and unstoppable. Because the truth is, the only person who can stop you is you. So what's it going to be? Are you going to let life push you around, or are you going to stand up, face your challenges head on, and say, I will not be stopped? This isn't just another pep talk. This is your wake-up call. The version of you that you dream about, the version of you that's stronger, smarter, and more successful, they're waiting for you on the other side of fear, doubt, and excuses. When you leave here today, I don't want you to walk out the same person who walked in. I want you to walk out stronger, more determined, ready to fight for your dreams like your life depends on it. Because it does. Say it with me one more time. I will not be stopped. Say it until it's not just words, but a conviction in your soul. Now, go out there and show the world what unstoppable really looks like. Pain is that relentless force that tests your resolve, that whispers in your ear, stop, you've had enough. But let me tell you something. Pain is not your enemy. Pain is your greatest teacher, your most honest mirror. It shows up to break you. It shows up to show you what you're made of. Too many people see pain as a signal to quit. They feel the discomfort, the struggle, and they fold. But what they don't realize is that pain is temporary, it's fleeting, it's like a storm. It comes to shake you, to challenge you, but it will pass. The problem is, most people never last long enough to see the sun come out again. Think about this. What happens if you stop? What happens if you let pain win? You're left with regret. Regret for what could have been. Regret for not giving your all. Regret for stopping one step before the breakthrough. And let me tell you, regret lasts far longer than any pain you'll ever feel. The truth is, every time you push through pain, you grow stronger. Every time you tell that voice in your head, not today, you prove to yourself that you're capable of more. Pain is a process. It's like the fire that tempers steel. It doesn't weaken you, it sharpens you. So the next time you feel pain, don't run from it. Don't let it scare you. Look it dead in the eye and say, you will not stop me, because pain is temporary, but the pride, the growth, and the success you gain by enduring it, that's forever. Setbacks aren't the end of your journey. They're just a chapter in your story. When life knocks you down, it's not asking you to stay there. It's asking you, how bad do you want it? You see, every setback is really a setup for something greater. It's the universe saying, let's see if you're willing to fight for what you say you want. Most people look at setbacks and think, maybe this isn't meant for me. They let failure convince them that their dream is impossible. But the truth is, setbacks are tests. They're there to see if you'll crumble under pressure or rise above it. They're opportunities in disguise, sharpening your focus, building your resilience, and teaching you lessons you couldn't learn any other way. When you fall, you get back up, not because it's easy, but because a fall doesn't define you. What you do after does. The comeback is where champions are made. It's in the moments when you want to quit, but you dig deeper and find that last ounce of strength to keep moving forward. You have to shift your mindset. Instead of asking, why is this happening to me? Ask, what is this teaching me? Because that setback is not a wall. It's a stepping stone. It's preparing you for the next level, for the challenges ahead, and for the success you're destined to achieve. So don't let a single moment of failure make you forget why you started. Use it, learn from it, and let every setback fuel your comeback, because that's where the real magic happens. Stop waiting for permission. Stop waiting for someone to validate your dreams, to tell you it's okay to chase what sets your soul on fire. You don't need anyone's approval to go after what's yours. What you need is discipline. You see, too many people waste their lives waiting for the right time, the perfect moment, or someone to come along and say, now you're ready. But the truth is, there's no perfect moment. No one's going to hand you the life you want on a silver platter. If you're waiting for permission, you'll be waiting forever. Discipline is the real game changer. It's the difference between wishing for something and working for it. Talent might give you a head start, but discipline will take you all the way. Discipline is what keeps you moving when the excitement wears off, when the motivation fades, when the grind gets tough. It's waking up early, putting in the work, and showing up consistently, even on the days you don't feel like it. It's saying no to distractions and yes to the hard work. It's sacrificing what's easy today for what's worth it tomorrow. Remember, the world doesn't owe you anything. If you want something, you've got to take ownership of it. You've got to be willing to do what others want, to stay committed when it's hard, and to trust that the discipline you build today will create the future you're fighting for. Stop waiting, start doing, because discipline isn't just the key to success. It's the key to unlocking the life you've always dreamed of. And the best part, you don't need permission to start. You just need to decide. Success isn't reserved for the most talented, the smartest, or the luckiest. It's for those who refuse to quit. It's for the ones who keep grinding when others stop, who show up day after day, even when no one's clapping for them. Relentless effort. That's the secret. People like to talk about talent like it's everything. But talent is overrated. You can be the most gifted person in the room, but if you don't put in the work, that talent will go to waste. The truth is, effort beats talent every single time. Talent might get you noticed, but effort is what keeps you in the game. The grind isn't glamorous. It's waking up early when you'd rather stay in bed. It's working when you're tired, pushing when you're sore, and staying focused when everything around you tries to pull you off track. It's about consistency, putting in the effort day after day, even when you don't see immediate results. Effort builds momentum, and momentum is unstoppable. When you commit to giving everything you got, doors start to open. Opportunities that seemed impossible become possible. And here's the thing, the harder you work, the luckier you get. So don't rely on talent to carry you. Rely on your work ethic, your dedication, and your refusal to give up. Because success isn't about what you're born with, it's about what you're willing to earn. And if you're willing to give relentless effort, there's nothing you can't achieve. Comfort zones are a trap. They might feel safe, but they'll suffocate your potential if you let them. You can't grow, you can't thrive, and you certainly can't achieve greatness by staying where it's easy. The life you want, the success you dream of, it's not waiting for you in the comfort zone. It's out there on the other side of discomfort, fear, and uncertainty. You see, comfort zones are designed to keep you small. They whisper, this is enough. Don't push too hard. Stay right here where it's familiar. But listen closely. Nothing worth having comes from staying the same. Growth requires risk. It requires stepping into the unknown, taking chances, and doing things you've never done before. When you challenge yourself, when you push past the limits you set in your mind, you discover something incredible. You're capable of far more than you ever imagined. Yes, it's going to be uncomfortable. Yes, it's going to be hard. But that's the point. Pressure creates diamonds. Resistance builds strength. And discomfort, that's where transformation happens. Think about it. Every major breakthrough in your life came when you decided to leave your comfort zone. It was when you tried something new, took a leap of faith, or faced the fear head on. That's where progress lives. So stop selling for safe. Step into the unknown. Embrace the discomfort, because that's the price of greatness. Comfort zones may feel good, but they'll never lead you to the life you're capable of living. You owe it to yourself to stop making excuses. Life doesn't care about why you can't. It only rewards those who decide they will. Excuses are easier, they're comfortable. They let you off the hook. But every time you make one, you rob yourself of progress, of growth, of the life you deserve. The truth is, no one's coming to save you. No one's going to knock on your door and hand you your dream life. If you want it, you have to take responsibility. You have to stop blaming your circumstances, your past, or your limitations, and start owning your choices. Look in the mirror. The only person standing between you and your goals is staring back at you. And guess what? That person has everything it takes to succeed. You don't need perfect conditions. You don't need more time or more resources. What you need is a decision to stop making excuses and start making moves. When you feel the urge to say, I can't, stop and ask yourself, why not? Because most excuses are just fear in disguise. Fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of stepping outside your comfort zone. But fear only has power if you let it. You owe it to yourself to push past the excuses, to fight for the life you want, and to prove to yourself that you're stronger than the doubts in your mind. Because when you eliminate excuses, you open the door to possibilities. And that's when the real magic begins. The grind doesn't stop because life gets hard. It's easy to stay committed when things are going your way, when the path is clear and the energy is high. But what happens when the obstacles show up? What happens when the excitement fades? The road gets rough and every step feels like a battle. That's when the grind matters the most. Life isn't going to wait for you to feel ready. Challenges don't pause to let you catch your breath. The world doesn't slow down just because you're tired or overwhelmed, and that's why you can't stop. You have to keep pushing, keep working, and keep believing, even when it feels like everything is against you. The truth is, success isn't about how hard you can go when it's easy. It's about how hard you can grind when it's not. It's about showing up on the days when you're exhausted, when you're frustrated, and when every part of you wants to quit. Those are the days that separate the average from the unstoppable. Every great achievement was built on moments of perseverance. Every champion you admire has felt like giving up, but made the decision to keep going anyway. Why? Because they understood that the grind is non-negotiable. It doesn't take breaks. It doesn't stop for excuses. And if you want to win, neither can you. So when life throws its hardest punches, remember, this is the test. This is where greatness is forged. Keep grinding, because the struggle you endure today is the strength you rely on tomorrow. And no matter how hard it gets, the grind does not stop. Neither should you. Fear will try to convince you that you're not enough. It will creep into your thoughts, planting seeds of doubt, whispering lies like, you can't do this, or what if you fail? But let me tell you something. Fear is nothing more than a bully, and bullies only have power if you let them. Fear thrives in inaction. The more you hesitate, the louder it becomes. The more you second guess yourself, the stronger its grip grows. But here's the truth. Fear is no match for action. The moment you decide to move forward, to take that first step, fear starts to shrink. Think about it. How many times have you been afraid to start something only to realize later that the fear was bigger in your mind than it ever was in reality? Fear is an illusion. It feeds off of uncertainty, off of the stories we tell ourselves about what might go wrong. But when you act, when you face it head on, it loses its power. You're stronger than fear. You've been through battles before. Moments where you weren't sure how you'd make it, but you did. Moments where you thought you'd fail, but you found a way to succeed. Fear doesn't know your resilience. It doesn't know the fire burning inside you. So the next time fear tries to stop you, remember this. Fear is temporary, but regret is permanent. Don't let fear be the reason you don't chase your dreams. Take action, even if it's small, because every step forward silences fear a little more, until eventually it has no voice at all. If you don't fight for your dreams, no one will. That's the reality. You can hope, you can wish, you can wait. But at the end of the day, the only person responsible for making your dreams a reality is you. No one else can see your vision the way you do. No one else knows the fire that burns inside of you, the potential you feel deep in your soul. People might support you, cheer you on, or even doubt you, but none of that matters unless you are willing to fight. Dreams don't come easy. They're not handed out. They're earned. They require sacrifice, discipline, and relentless effort. They demand that you show up every day, even when it's hard. Even when the odds feel stacked against you. If you're not willing to fight for what you want, someone else will be, and they'll take the opportunities that could have been yours. There will be times when you feel like giving up, when the obstacles seem too big or the journey feels too long. But in those moments, you have to remember why you started. You didn't come this far just to quit. You didn't dream this big just to settle. Your dreams are worth the struggle, the setbacks, and the late nights. They're worth the pain, the sweat, and the doubt. Because on the other side of the fight is the life you've always imagined. So don't wait for someone else to believe in you. Believe in yourself. Fight for your dreams. Because if you don't, no one else will. The only person who can truly stop you is you. Let that sink in. No matter how many obstacles life throws at you, no matter how many doubters try to bring you down, the only one who can ultimately hold you back is the person you see in the mirror. It's easy to blame external factors. We all do it. It's not the right time. I don't have the resources. The world's against me. But when you look deeper, you'll realize that these are just excuses. Your potential is not limited by your circumstances. It's limited by your mindset and your willingness to take action. You have the power to choose your path. You have the strength to overcome any challenge, the resilience to bounce back from any failure, and the will to push forward, even when you don't feel like it. But all of that starts with the decision to stop letting fear, doubt, or past failures control you. You are the one who decides how far you'll go. You are the one who decides if you'll keep fighting when things get tough or if you'll give up and walk away. And the truth is, if you're still here, if you're still breathing, then it's not over. So stop holding yourself back. Stop doubting your abilities. Stop giving in to your insecurities. The only person who can stop you from achieving your goals, from reaching your dreams, and from becoming the person you were meant to be is you. And I know you will not stop.